And some people are entrepreneurs, and I have that side to me. And I think I didn't really have entrepreneurs in my life growing up.
Awesome. Welcome back, Amy Polak, for another amazing interview with a phenomenal woman, Natalie Lerner. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to come and chat with me and having a brief interview. Again, this is the month of March, and we are talking about, and I'm interviewing women in business as because of March being Women History Month. And so, Natalie, share with us, who are you and what do you do?
All right. So, um, the short answer is I'm a realtor and also a freelance creative, a storyteller of sorts. The more elaborate answer, um, so having this creative side, this storytelling side, has um, culminated in different ways over the years. So whether it's been a stage actor or in journalism or radio DJ or marketing, um, it has culminated in various ways. And so, today I am a realtor, and I and helping carry on the family legacy, but I do infuse what we do with that side of me. So um, live events being a really big forte of mine, to reach the community that way. I'm also a Rotarian, if you know what that is. So the Rotary, it's a big community service organization,
Yeah.
and on the board of directors for the Sugar Land Cultural Arts Foundation. So obviously the arts has followed me through everything I've done. But I do enjoy people and relationships, and so it plays well with reading.
So, there's a small project that you and I are working on together. And so, I want you to share with the world that little project.
Okay, so the project that we're working on is the Children's Business Fair happening at Memorial City Mall on April 30th from 10 to 2. Um, how I got involved with that. So I am a mom, and I'm very passionate about not just getting my own kids, but everyone's kids to um, be prepared for the future. And I think some of that comes from even my own, self-analysis of, if I had had certain um, guides in my life pointing me on my way, maybe I would have taken some different choices or paths, but you ask a graduating senior, what do you want to do when you're done with school? And some of them say, I don't know, which is a very scary answer. And so about helping kids think outside of the box. Not everyone is meant to be an employee, and some people are entrepreneurs, and I have that side to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I didn't really have entrepreneurs in my life growing up that helped guide that and cultivate that in me. And so, there was a point where I started my own business, and we did variety shows, kind of like America's Got Talent, and we had an after school program. And so I've allowed myself to explore and take risks over the years. But I think those with that tendency, especially as children, kids are so smart, and I think we need to give them more cred. So anyway, I got involved with it's actually out of the Acton Academy, Acton Children's or Acton Business School outside of Boston. I think it started with 2 kids. Started their own fair, and now it's exploded. It's gone all over the U.S., and I've been permitted to hold a fair here locally. So, and that's how that played out. And I reached out to you because I wanted to involve that element of helping kids along their way. And what better way to do it than to get a pro involved? So yeah, and you're helping us every other weekend. We coach the kids and ask the right questions. So really enjoying the process.
Yeah, that's been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed coaching the kids with their businesses and teaching them about some of these bigger business terms and breaking that down for them a little bit simpler so that they can understand. And maybe some of the concepts are still a little challenging, but hopefully when they get to the fair and they start actually implementing it, working on creating their products, a lot, some of what I'm sharing with them that will start to bloom, so to speak, and these little seeds that I'm scattering will start to take root and start to bloom, and little light bulbs will go off, and maybe a couple years from now they're like, oh, I remember this when I was a kid. And so um yeah, I mean, it's a privilege because I'm a mom too, and we're entrepreneurs, and I'm teaching my children how to become an entrepreneur, and we're doing little projects here and there in the summer times. And so this was just right up my alley, and it's been so much fun um, to be able to partner up with you in that. So thanks for reaching out. It's a lot of fun.
Absolutely. We appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, so what I know you have like a lot that you do, and so what do you love about what you do?
I think it comes down to just enjoying people.
Hmm.
Um, I enjoy heart to heart. I mean, I think it's why I'm a good storyteller, which in it, whether it's live theater or a journalistic piece, I understand and have that empathy for what's going on in the heart and the mind. And so that is um, a huge piece of enjoyment. As far as the real estate goes, um, it is so awesome to get connected with a person, and your clients will tell you things that they don't tell anybody else because you need that information in order to put a deal together, right? So they're trusting you. So to build that trust is really awesome. But then to see someone win and to genuinely just be so happy for them and genuinely just want them to win, like to put yourself outside of the picture and literally put it all in someone else's, has been a really beautiful thing to experience. So
That's amazing. And my next question is, what kind of separates you from other people who do what you do? And I feel like you've kind of shared what makes you so different and so unique, but is there anything else that you feel makes you different from other people in your
yeah, no, I
industry?
mean, I definitely am an outside of the box thinker, and I think it's been like a blessing and a curse my whole life to be an idea generator, in the sense that, if you're stuck, give me a call. I'll give you ten ways out of it, take it or leave it. But I generate ideas like crazy, and it has helped. But also, it's like not every idea is worth chasing, so you have to kind of weed that out. Um, but yeah, no, absolutely. Outside of the box thinking, creativity, and um, just being a go-getter, I think is definitely that. As far as our real estate team, we are a family team, so being a team is really awesome because say I've got a sick kid at home. Well, I still have two other people on my team that can take a client out to do stuff. So we're never losing momentum. So
Mhm.
that's a really huge thing as well. Um, we're also not going to take shortcuts. We're going to do it right. We're going to do it the right way. And the whole team, we're all very, sincere and heartfelt. And I think those are really big things. And I have clients that have come to us from others that, those are things that echo when people, they might write a review or whatever, they, they definitely appreciate that.
Do you have a favorite kind of client story or just a story that you want to share with the world?
Sure. I guess, okay. So I mentioned, uh, some of our clients, and we have been working with someone recently who literally had been working with someone else for like a year. And right now, the market is, as far as real estate goes, it's complex. We're still coming off of pandemic and people having, experienced different job things and et cetera. And then other people that have experienced great wealth because they're in an industry, so it's like I said, complex. Inventory is tight, but it's a great time to sell and get an amazing rate. And then as far as um, you know, the buyer side, like, well, you're going to lock in some pretty cool interest rates, so. But this particular person, she, we took a look at her situation. We're like, you know what? If you count these funds over here, you might be able to, you know, approve for more as far as a mortgage goes. So we had her talk to a lender who the licensed pro in that area, and so not only had she been looking in a price bracket that wasn't really helping her, we were able to take a look at her situation, improve it, and now she's under contract. So I mean, that to me is really exciting, to help someone who has been so patient and so faithful to believing that there is something out there, and we were able to help her through that, and be a part of that. That's a really,
For I think so many people that are struggling right now to be able to buy a house and find somewhere where they can settle down and settle in. So that's really cool that you get to experience
and
that with
then
her.
as far as the kids, so I don't think I mentioned this already in our little talk, but my own son is participating
Yeah.
in the fair, as you know.
Mhm.
Um, but to see a second grader come up with these really cool ideas, like literally, you know, I said, Jonathan, you know, if you were going to sell something, this is like our initial talk, what would you sell? And he didn't even like think about it. Immediately off the tip of his tongue, I would sell maps and globes. Like, you know, but to analyze that, okay, well, how can we still get you to sell maps? You know, so we're Mod Podging maps onto things, you know.
Very cool.
But to see, you know, you don't necessarily know what a kid would do unless you ask those sorts of things. And I
Mhm.
mean, some of these kids are going to go on. Maybe one of them knows the cure to cancer. One of them, you know, I
Right.
mean, you know, and to cultivate that and encourage that, I think is so important. And it's just so cool to see
Mhm.
in my own son, you know, that
Yeah,
happening. So
absolutely. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. And he's such a bright boy, and I've so enjoyed interacting with him and watching him think and the little faces he makes. It's so cute. And some of the other kids that are there too, it's been fun to kind of see them go through their process. And yeah, it's been a great adventure. So thank you again for allowing me to be a part of that and reaching out to me. That's been a lot of fun. And so how can if someone wants to get a hold of you, how can they reach you?
sure. So as far as real estate goes, so since I've got a couple identities we're talking about here, our website is lrs-team.com, and that stands for Lerner Realty Solutions. Our last name is Lerner. And then my phone number, I don't mind putting that out there for the world, but it's 281 Fastest way to get me, send me a text. But yeah, no, outside of that, you know, like I said, I am a freelance creative. So doing, you know, live events like this with the business fair, this is kind of my own personal event, but um, you know, I have done other such, you know, things in that arena. So would love to help anybody with that as well.
Awesome. All right. So everybody world out there, if you're happen to be moving to the Houston, Texas area and you need to find a realtor, Natalie is your girl. So, and then also for those of you who have watched this video and have children, young children that are entrepreneurs and want to be a part of an entrepreneur group, there's still time to get involved. The fair is going to be on April 30th. And so it's going to be a little bit of a short timing for them, but they can start working on their projects and enter into this fair. So reach out to Natalie for more information on that. And if they do participate, I will be their business coach. And so they'll get to learn about business and make money and have fun all at the same time. So again, Natalie, thank you so much. Yeah, do you want to say something?
Absolutely. Can I give them the website for that? That
Yes.
would be, it's at childrensbusinessfair.org/tx-us. So
Awesome.
that's it.
Okay. Well, thank you so much again. And you guys go out there and make it a better than amazing day.